What's up? What's up? What's up, party people?
We're live.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, 30th. I'm sorry, y'all. January 30th, 2019. You stepped up in the scene with Nicholson.
And Nicholson.
And we are Nicholson and Nicholson together. I am Nicholson.
The married Nicholson.
I am the baby Nicholson.
I am the boss Nicholson.
And I am the original Nicholson.
And I am his boss.
Hey, so we're here. We're
How
here.
you doing?
Have no fear. Have no fear. What y'all up to, y'all? Come
How
talk
you
to
guys
us.
doing today?
Come see
It's such
what?
a beautiful.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's such a beautiful afternoon. How are you guys doing
Thank
today?
you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
that's my baby.
How y'all doing?
That's my Erica. My Misha. Manisha,
Yeah.
my Erica. How y'all doing tonight? Or today?
Today.
Yeah.
This
Well,
afternoon.
it's this evening. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you all. Thank you for showing up. We showing up. What's going on today, boss lady?
Oh, nothing much. I had a good day. You know, I've been working hard today. Some people say, you know, YouTube is easy, but baby, let me tell you, it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not
It's
easy.
not easy.
Uh-oh, somebody painted nails. What color painted nails? What color they are? Mm-hmm. We coming through, we're coming to, and we finna give something to you. Ha-ha. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah. I gotta mute this phone because y'all more important than this phone. Y'all hear me? Hear me? When the inspirational words, we got them. Believe me, they're coming.
It's coming.
We're still gonna keep them going. You just, hey, keep with us daily because you never know what we're gonna talk about. But today, I think we have something great to talk about.
Oh, she good. She got like some type of virus or something. So she gonna be out of school until next week. Thank you for asking, Marv. What a white marble. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, but okay. We're just going to dive on in. Are you ready to dive? Okay. What was the title of this? Q&A?
Q&A, some questions and some answers.
Okay.
We got a question and we're going to try to answer. Now, take in mind, we're going to give you our best answer to any question that you have.
Yes.
And sometime it might go into the biblical realm. So, because that's what we know.
I don't
and we don't want to give you the impression of the wrong thing by giving you the wrong information. So we want to make sure we're corrected in all the information that we give you. Are y'all all right with that? Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. The question was, let me see it. Look. I got a little problem with my eyes. So.
She got that sleepy eye. She got to sometimes hit it and wake it up.
I think I need a magnifying glass at times.
No, that's that sleepy eye. That's the eye that you got the. You always had that little sleepy eye, right? That eye, you be thinking all your eyes are nice and brightly looking, and folks be looking at you like, and your eyes steady going down. And then all of a sudden you're like, baby, what's wrong with my eye? I feel like something wrong. And then next thing you know, boom, that eye just closed. And you're looking at one eye like, what's happening? What's going on?
Forrest Whitaker. Okay, Forrest Whitaker. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
we in the house today.
The question is, please forgive me if I don't read this right. Okay.
She's going to try reading, y'all.
I want to learn more about how to move forward even when your past is constantly being exposed to the new people in your life.
Constantly.
And I know I shouldn't let it bother me, but it bothers me because I know that I'm changing daily, but it still bothers me. Okay, now, you ready to answer first, homie?
Well, I'm going to let the ladies first because that's what I do. I let the ladies go first. So, baby, the floor is yours. So, the question is, as we read the question.
Yeah, you might want to read it.
It says, where does it start? Where does the question start? Basically, it's asking, how can I get away from my past without bringing my past into my future?
Is that right?
Yeah. I want to, even when your past is consistently being exposed to the new people in your life. That is the question.
Baby, is that the right question?
Y'all ready for the answer? Yeah,
The answer is you got to
tell them, baby.
Forgive yourself first. And then you can move on.
Hallelujah.
That was just
hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah. You gotta first forgive yourself of whatever it was not. Whatever happened, it happened, because guess what? We all have a past.
Hello.
And sometimes the stinking past is just it is what it is. It's just a stinking past. And you know, people will hold that against you no matter what you do, how good you become, or how good you have not become. And look, ninjas just don't like to see you doing good.
Hello.
You understand?
Speak on that, baby.
Ninjas, hold on.
Speak on that.
I gotta get loose. Ninjas just
She said
like,
ninjas. She said them ninjas don't like to see you move forward.
They don't like to see you move forward. They don't like to see you in a good position. But if you have forgiven yourself of whatever it is that you did wrong, or whatever it was, forgive yourself. You know, I like to tell you to wash them hands. Wash them hands real good with some soap and water. And the soap and water is prayer.
Hallelujah.
The soap and water is prayer. And once you ask God to forgive you, he forgives you. And once you ask yourself to forgive you, you got to forgive yourself, because you understand you dig what I'm at?
Hey, we digging it, baby. It's some good information. That's some real good information.
Okay, now you touch.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah. Y'all ready for this? Okay, Pastor Patan, it has been passed to me. Now, the question
I want to
is,
hear what the big boy got to say.
The question is how do you get away from your past? We're finna get this straight up. So I'm gonna hopefully y'all ready to check this out. The way to get away from your past is understanding it first. You have to understand what went wrong in your past so you can't bring it to your present.
Tea, some good tea.
Yeah, we're gonna get y'all a chocolate bar. This is the chocolate snack.
The chamomile.
So basically, to get away from that past situation is that you can always remember it. You always remember what was done to you, whether it was good, bad, happy, or sad. More bad things you always remember than the good things. The thing about it is you have to remember what put you in that place in the first place, where it started demising. Where it started demising. And the way you don't get a chance to take...
Hold on, I'm illiterate. What the heck you mean demise?
Where it started going downhill, baby. You know, in a relationship, you start off like this, and then you have to go uphill and uphill and uphill and uphill till you get to the peak. Because, you know, in relationships, it's gonna be peaks and some valleys, yo. It's gonna be some peaks and some valleys, yo. So you gotta understand where was the peak in your relationship and where was the valley. Sometime in the valley is where all the strange things and negative things happen, and it could be because of not enough attention. It could be lack of communication. It could be lack of just awareness, not even paying attention, just trying to get things settled and growth for yourself and moving forward for yourself. The way not to take it to the present relationship is this. Once you first understand the direction of what you're going through and how you got in that situation, it will start telling you that, hey, okay, this situation that I'm dealing with now is not the same situation of my past. Because see, we had past too. We dealt with relationship problems and issues and things like that. I wrote a book on it called Evidence of One Prayer about my past and the things that I had to deal with in my past. And it was very difficult to deal with that in my past and not try to bring it to the forefront. What I done is I prayed more. Not gonna lie to nobody. I prayed more. I seek God more. And I didn't want to listen to people, because people are going to give you deceptional things just so you can kind of cling to them. You know, they gonna want you to bring all your information and lay it on a platter for them, and then they can pick through your own information like, oh girl, that wasn't right for you. Girl, they done you wrong. Or dude, man, that ain't straight. Yo, don't let her treat you like this. Nah, what you have to do is you have to start looking at the things you done wrong in your relationship. Once you figure out the things that you felt like you done wrong, if it was lack of communication, like I said before, because that's normally the biggest thing in any relationship, you lack the communication. You don't want to talk to each other. Once a situation going on, you want to yell at each other. You want to talk like a tiger and an elephant, or a lion and an elephant.
Well, that's if they were in a relationship,
right? Well, or even a friendship, any relationship, work relationship. You know, you have to come to the understanding of
mother, daughter.
Let me find out what I'm doing wrong first.
Exactly.
Let me find out if it was anything that I done wrong first. Because if you can examine yourself first and go to it, and then you lay that thing down in prayer, write out the things that you felt that you done wrong in the relationship. You know, because whether it's a friendship, whether it's a work relationship, or whether it was a physical relationship, a girlfriend, boyfriend, you know, whatever. Write down the things that you felt that you done wrong in the relationship. And then you analyze that, you go over it. You go over it. And then you take it and you burn it and castrate it. Once it's burnt, castrate it out your mind and castrate it out your heart. Pull it out, get rid of it. And know not, I'm not going to bring these same circumstances and situations in this new relationship as I did in the past. But I'm gonna tell you something about a new relationship. A lot of times in your new relationship, you will see a lot of the old things embark in the relationship from the new individual, because the new individual don't know anything about your past relationship.
And you should never allow a new person to bring the old into the new. I'm saying, okay, you know I got issues, right? So you know my issues, right? So don't be throwing my issues up in my face, because guess what? Because you know what we're gonna do? We're
gonna have it out.
We're gonna scrap like little scrapping.
Yeah, you know, the best thing in any relationship is you choose the cards that you lay on the table. Don't lay all your cards on the table. Choose the cards you lay on the table and learn how to be a friend first. It doesn't matter if it's a work relationship, a business-oriented relationship. It'll bring adaptability. You find out what you got in common with this new person.
And you don't have to always tell your business.
Don't even worry about telling your business. Find out what you got in common with the new person. What's the likes? What's the dislikes? You know, find out those commonalities and the things you don't like. Find out the pros and cons first, and then that'll give you a better adaptability to think about your past relationship and say, well, hey, you know, I didn't have this communication I ain't have in my last relationship, or enough affection I didn't have in my relationship, or they talked at me instead of to me.
Yeah. And so now you got to a place where you can deal with somebody else, because you could say like, hey, I dealt with all this, you know, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for affection. I'm looking for time. I'm looking for some hugging every day, some kissing every day. I'm looking forward to some collard greens and chicken and macaroni every day. You know, I'm looking forward to being spontaneous every day. I'm looking forward to new ventures. You know, I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to going to France, doing something new.
Right. But see, in a relationship, it should always be renewed every day. Not the same thing. Don't never take what happened yesterday into today. Never. I don't care what it is. Always think about the positivity of today, because it's a new day. Everything in your past is old and it's washed away. It's nothing that you should bring to your past except figuring yourself out, figuring you out. It has nothing to do with the other individual once it comes to you figuring you out. So don't bring your past into your today, because if you arguing about, say for instance, you done left the bread open.
Yeah, who took the top out of the toothpaste?
Who left the toothpaste cap off?
That's the most common stuff, you know, in America that people deal with.
If that's the argument for the day, if that happened at 8 a.m. in the morning, leave 8 a.m. in the morning at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
See, you can see negative energy before it comes to you. You can tell by the persona of a way a person walking, the way they face show. You can see the negative energy before it even get to you, because negative energy is like heat. You feel the heat come before anything. You know, they say it's a calm before the storm. You feel the heat come before the storm. So once that negative energy come, that's once you start posing that positive thing and be like, well, hey, you know, you don't have to persist negative with negative. Thing about it is, you can kill them with kindness. You kill them with kindness, and then like, hey, I had bosses before talk at me instead of talk to me, as if I was a human, and they would cuss at me and stuff like that. And I used to be like, whoa, hold up, you know, I don't cuss at you, so with all due respect, please don't cuss at me. I said, because we're grown now, you know, we're grown adults. We're working at a job. We're grown adults. Learn how to respect. Let's learn how to respect one another. If we don't like each other, let's at least respect one another. You know, and this individual didn't want to do the respecting thing. This individual thought they had the purpose because they had a higher level authority, a higher level of authority over me, that I should bow down to them. But that's not the case. See, the thing is that you do unto others that you want others to do unto you. So I treated the person even with kindness, as he was trying to demean me and talk down to me and stuff. I treated him with kindness, but I had to always make sure he knew my question was, why do you talk to people that way? That was my question. I wasn't going to change my question. You know, why can't you talk to people in a sensible way, respectful way, so you'll gain respect? Because respect plus respect equals respect. But respect plus disrespect can, put them hands on you, you know, can cause you to want to put them hands on somebody. You have to bite your teeth, bite your tongue, bite your lip. You got to turn and walk away, you know, but you want to just try to suppress it and be like, you know, I understand what you're saying, and I can take it better if you talk to me as if I'm a human instead of talking at me like I'm an animal. So, you know, it's the way you perceive things and the way communication works. And that's the biggest thing in any relationship is communication, open communication.
And this is another thing. I hate to be so biblical, but I must.
Let's do it.
You have to be equally yoked. Have to be on the same. We ain't on T-Bay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to be on the same page. Okay, so for an example, I hooked up with this Negro here. He like what I like. I like hugs, and I like flowers, and I like
come here, baby.
And I like the kisses, and I like the attention.
Let me send kisses to y'all too. Send kisses to our family. Yes, we hope y'all receive that.
So, this the deal. I need to be with somebody that's like-minded. Okay? I love to be with somebody that's like-minded, because when you're dealing with somebody that don't like the same stuff you like, that, you know, that, okay, say for instance, you know, I ain't a drinker, I ain't a clubber. I don't want to deal with nobody that's always in the club, always drinking, or you know, always got the whole
we're live. I'm sorry.
The word the what do you call it, the tramps and excuses, you know, yeah, don't count people. But I need to be with somebody that loves what I love, somebody that loves to travel. Yes, that's the kind of person you gotta be with, man. My niggers, y'all got to be with the people that's gonna push you and motivate you and elevate you and eliminate the stress. Yes, they're gonna eliminate every ounce of stress you got in your body. Trust me.
You want somebody that's always gonna uplift you. Somebody's gonna call you when you think they're not going to call you. You want, yes, that equality, that equalness is everything. And the thing is, it's not that you will be totally equal. You will have some things that you on a slant, but then you have some things you can say, well, hey, I love him enough to try, or I love her enough to try. And see, those trying things is what makes a relationship work, because you're open then. You're open to say, well, hey, I'm not just going to, say, hey, I like this and I ain't gonna change the way I like this.
Oh.
You ain't gonna stop me from liking what I like.
I got the perfect example.
Go on, give me that
The
example.
perfect
Give me the
example.
example.
The way he make his spaghetti, I was like, well, see, I don't know.
Bon
You know what I'm
appetit.
saying? I don't know. But when I put that spaghetti in my mouth, oh Jesus, I thought I had to die and went to food heaven. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
He had you had Italian sausage.
You can't tell the Nicholson
It was
secret.
just
It'll come in the cookbook.
it was just so scrumptious.
Scrumdiddlyocious.
Yes, scrumdiddlyocious. It just made me change my entire mind. He said, what's that what do you call it? It was some kind of oxtails you had made. Oh,
Are you talking about the gumbo?
the gumbo.
Oh,
He
yeah.
put oxtails in the gumbo. I said, nigga, what is you doing?
Scrumdiddlyocious.
I said, nigga, what is you doing? He was like, babe, you have got to try this. I promise you. You have never had anything. When he put them oxtails in that pot,
Ooh.
I ain't never seen an oxtail that way again.
Once I put the oxtails in the pot, the oxtails started talking. It said, ooh.
They said, baby,
Ooh.
come and talk to me.
Hey.
I know you want to know me.
Mm-hmm.
Come and talk to me.
Hello.
My God.
But you know, the biggest thing that you have to always remember is always about self first.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we wrote the books that we've wrote, the 6 books that we've written. It's all about self first.
Mm-hmm.
The first book I wrote was Love Devices. And let me go ahead and go on, plug it in real quick.
His station identification.
Hello, this is station identification. This book here is a manual teaching you how to love yourself.
Love yourself. I thought that was more for the man.
It's for the man, but the woman can use it as well. It'll teach you how to
Well,
love
hold on.
yourself because
okay, listen, y'all. He had to stop for his little tea drink.
oh, so now
I
it's
got
time
stuff
for
from my drink.
yeah. And see, and the measure of these words and the words of virtue is something that you can take and you can use. Everything in these books that we have, out of the abundance, poetry, and love, commitment, is showing those in the words that we wrote. Once we put the pen to the paper, success is another one. Even though these people went through situations in their life, they learned how to adapt and they learned how to come back into a better mindset to build and
Perfect.
elevate.
And they listen, my brother. Let me see. My brother. Oh, well, he transformed his life. He transformed his mind. He transformed his behind. He got him he got his own business. And he wasn't caring about what other Negroes said, because people saying, "Oh, you're gonna be back in the jail in a year, in a week, whatever."
And see, that's a relationship too. That's a relationship too. That's a relationship of how you gonna get out. Mental relationship right there. You're dealing with a mental relationship.
And that was probably maybe almost 10, 15 years now. He ain't never go back. He professional.
His mind is set on something, and that he learned about himself, and that was the only way he could prevail and push forward to make the moves that he was trying to make in his life. He started learning about himself, and just like me, I had to learn about myself. That's why I wrote this book, Evidence of One Prayer. It's me going through a bad relationship in life, and it wasn't just the other person's problem. It was my problem just as well, because I was some of the cause as well. It takes 2 to make the mistake. It takes 2 to tangle. It takes 2 to cause trouble. It takes 2 in a relationship. It takes 2, and we had to understand that it was best we wasn't meant for each other. Because
it was best that you be apart, not meant for each other.
No, it was best to know that we were not meant for each other.
It was best that you be apart.
That works too.
Yeah.
But understand what I'm saying. It's best that we know that we understood that we weren't meant for each other.
Right, because
we understood it. We had to understand it because she wanted to go one way, I wanted to go another way. And our ways were not coming together. Our ways were separating, and that's what we had to understand. That
same issue I dealt with.
We had to keep moving forward, and then we wrote this hot book here. This hot book is probably one of the hottest books we ever wrote.
Ain't this a sexiest man?
Do y'all see that sexy chick looking over my shoulder? Woo! I know if I fell back, she had me like MC Cataract.
Woo?
Yeah. Chicken. You got it. Yeah. But I know we had each other once we wrote this book here. and people start reading this book. I mean, we done sold several copies of all our books.
Several.
Several.
You mean more than several?
Several. I didn't want to brag, but you know, we done sold
I
a
wasn't
whole
trying to
heap
brag, but
of copies.
yeah,
you know,
but we still selling them.
Ain't gonna stop. And we got more to come. And the books that we write now are more in depth. It's teaching y'all some things about, some things y'all don't even know. It's teaching ladies about men. It's teaching men about ladies. It's teaching parents about things that they didn't know about their children. See, all these relationships count in this world. We just have to know how to build these relationships up, and we have to know how to press them. And what I mean by pressing them, we want to press them where they stay on the same pattern. You know, because once you're dealing with the will of God and the purpose of God, that means you're coming together. If you decide not to deal with the will and the purpose of God, that means you're separating yourself and to stay apart. God didn't mean any intent for people to separate themselves. He told us we needed to come together. The word tells us that we need to come together. You know, once we get together in relationships, and you know, you find the mate that God has called for you, you become one. And you have to understand yourself.
She need to.
Amen.
She need to.
Amen. That's all I can say about that. Amen. Amen. We love you too, sweetheart.
Okay, babe.
We love you too. Yes, yes.
We finna
kiss my babies.
Yes, we you know.
But I just want to make sure that you got the meat and potatoes that you needed. For the questions you ask. Keep the questions coming. I don't care what the question's about. I don't care. I don't care. If we got to talk about the elephant in the room, let's talk about it. You know, but keep it coming. Keep it coming so we can start building this thing so people can understand that they have a free will to ask any question that they want to ask, and we can talk about it. We're going to make some sense out of it. You know, and what I want y'all to catch on to for yourself is that y'all part of our family.
Yes. So tell a friend to become a part of our family.
And let that friend know that the family is just going to grow.
And grow and grow and grow and grow.
And grow.
Yes.
We're going to grow like the belt around the equator, baby.
Yes. But listen, guys, we love you. It's getting dark.
Yeah.
It's about time for the Jeffersons to come on.
Hey.
Yes. So.
Yes.
I want you guys to take part of it. You know, it's coming. Y'all, we love y'all.
We love y'all from infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond.
From infinity. We are infinity. So we're starting from infinity and beyond. They coming.
Yes.
Every day they coming. Thank you for tuning in. We love you with every fiber of our body and our being. Hopefully we can keep this thing going even better, even bigger, even broader. Because we got some things in the work, and
remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Tell them to come through.
Tell a friend. Tell them to come through.
If you got friends out there with situations and they want somebody to talk to that they don't have to worry about seeing them face to face, tell them to come on Nicholson and Nicholson. Tell them to ask the questions that they want to ask, and guarantee you we're gonna ask them to the best of our capability. Not to say we're perfect, not to say that that we know everything. It's just that we've been through enough to talk about it. You know, we got enough experience amongst the two of us to talk about some things. I mean, we can get into things that you wouldn't even realize that we can talk about.
Yes.
You know, people think, oh, you don't supposed to talk about that. I'm talking about everything under the sun, because everything was created under the sun. So, you know, we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
All right, y'all. We gotta get out of here. I love you to the moon and back. Remember, if someone's hungry, feed them.
And remember, we jumping into February. They call it Black History Month, but every month is our history. And we're not just talking about Black history. We're talking about communities. We're talking about life. We're gonna give you what we can give you till we can't get enough of giving it to you. So, you know, we here. We ain't going nowhere. Tune in with us We're going to come with a more efficient time. We're talk about a real relationship. You want to learn how to build a relationship, come check out Nicholson and Nicholson. We on this thing.
Mhm.
We on this
And
thing.
if you just want to email us, and I can answer your question. We can answer your questions.
Hello?
In the privacy of the email. Then hey, do that. But listen, I love y'all. Wait,
We love
where my
you.
light? Where's my light?
You got to talk to God about that. He one night. It wasn't me.
Goodness.
Love you, bless you. 2 fingers. Peace.
Look at your Forrest Whitaker eye.